Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sylvie Happy Girl. I hope you are faring good, and if you are not good, just be patient. That's all I can tell you. Just be patient, put your faith into work, believe in yourself, stay strong, because the end of it is that you are going to make it. In this video, I'm going to share with you how Jesus Christ paid my school fees. Yes, what a funny title, but it's true. Jesus Christ did. He paid my school fees. Yes, I'm so happy to share this with you because I believe it's going to encourage someone there out. It's going to encourage someone out there. Yes. Oh, when I gave my life to Christ, it was not that easy for me because I'm from the northern part of Cameroon. Northern part, not northwest, please. Each time I tell people I'm from the northern part of Cameroon, they will say, what do you mean? Northwest or what? I say, no, I'm from the northern part of Cameroon. My father is a Muslim. My mom was not a Muslim. She was a Catholic. She was from Cali, but it was so difficult. It was so tough. I went through a lot. I was rejected. I was insulted. I was deprived of many things because of Christ. Yes. I'm not going to go with the story is so long, but I'm just going to pick. I'll just try to gather the story. I'll just try to gather some part and make a story. Yeah. How can I put it? Yes. When I gave my life to Christ at the age of 15 or 16, I think I was in Quatrième. Then I went to Troisième. I succeeded in getting my BPC at the peak of persecution. It was so tough. I remember my father telling me that tu ne peux pas lire la Bible comme ça et tu penses que tu vas avoir le BPC. Tu ne peux pas. Tu vas échouer. Tu vas échouer. Je vous dis, la manière dont la fille lit la Bible, elle ne peut pas. Elle ne peut pas. What does that mean? He said, the way I was reading Bible, he is pretty sure I'm not going to make my exam, that nobody can focus more on his Bible and succeed in his exam. That's what he said. But at the end, I got my BPC, and that's where the nightmare started. Now, when I got my BPC, he called me and told me that I'm giving you two options. Either you leave that your church you are going to, I pay your school fees, or let your Jesus pay your school fees. He said in French. And he was looking at me and said, que ton Jésus paye ta pension. And when he said that, guys, I was not bothered. Why was I not bothered? Because I believe that some people in the church will pay my school fees. I was not bothered when he said, let Jesus pay your school fees. Why? Because I knew I was smart, and people in the church who love me will pay my school fees. But I think God did not allow that for a particular reason. He wanted to teach me not to depend on any man. He wanted me to depend on him alone. Why am I laughing? Because I'm thinking on how the day I got that news from those people in whom I depended. No, from those people in whom I was depending, telling me, Sylvie, we will not pay your school fees. Sorry. God, it was like a bomb in my ear. I cried. I sat down on the floor. My legs were straightened. I cried until I was shouting with a loud voice, guys. Oh, I was shouting until my spiritual, because I was living in my spiritual. I just went to my spiritual mom because I had access to her house. She was showing me where she was keeping her key. I opened, I sat, I cried. And when she came, she was like, who died? Sylvie, why are you crying like that? I said, they have said they are not going to pay my school fees. And you know how I really wanted to go to school. She looked at me. She sat on the chair. She looked at me. It's as if she wanted me to first of all cry. She allowed me to cry. And then she asked me to get up from that place and sit on the chair. And when I sat on the chair, she told me that it's true, it's difficult. I know you are a very intelligent child, and your dream is to go very far. Believe in God. He's going to make a way for you. Don't bother. It's difficult. Yes, don't bother. I got up from that place and I forgot about going to school. I just told myself, let me focus on Christ and Christ alone. Let it do it the way He wants to do it. It was painful, but I was talking and say, God, you know my dream. You know that I want to go to school. That it was so horrible. I cried, brethren. I sat on the floor. I started shouting and crying, saying, why should I not go to school? I felt so bad. It arrived a certain point where I used to hide. When I was seeing my friends going to school. I used to feel so bad. I used to feel ashamed. I used to cry. Oh my God, because I've always been intelligent in school. To tell you the truth, I'm smart. I'm a smart child. Yes, I'm smart. Yes, in school I'm very smart. So when my father told me and that he will not pay my fee, and those I depended on told me they are not going to pay my fee. Oh my God, it was one of the saddest moments in my life. But I thank God because I got encouraged by my spiritual mom. One of my spiritual mom, as I told you, I think one of my videos I have a lot. So Mama Mary called me, she put me down and she told me, don't bother about the fact that your fee is not going to pay. God knows everything. He has your life, your destiny into His hand. So do not bother about that. I started helping my spiritual mom. I was helping her in selling charcoal, selling oranges. Many things happened. I don't want to go into detail, but many years later on, I met my husband. Many years after. I'm not going to go because after I was selling with my mom, and later on I worked as a house help for I think 2 or 3 months. There's one of this my other mother, that is Mommy Rose, who is a primary school teacher. She was teaching in one school in my quarter. Then she told me to see how you can manage and teach. You have BPC, you can be teaching French in the English section in a primary school. And thank God, God touched the heart of that headmistress. That is how I started teaching in a primary school, earning 35,000. I will skip that place. Now I met my husband, and this is how we went back to my father. We had to go to the north. We went to the north. They paid the dowry, and later on I came back. We had a court wedding, a church wedding, and this was my turning point. God used my husband, Jesus Christ, in my husband paid my school fees. Yes, He did that. Oh my God. 8 March was the court wedding, 9 was the church wedding. After we got married, oh my God, it's so emotional. After we got married, I still had March, that is 2 weeks in the month of March, April, May, June. I think that's it, right? March, April, May, June. Yes, and by June, school had ended. School in Cameroon closes school in Cameroon closed in the month of June, July, yeah. From June, that is ending May, yeah. We close at May because 1st June is holiday. This is how my husband asked me to stop teaching, that I'm going to go back to school. We had a discussion, and then we agreed that I'm going to go to an English section. This is how I went directly into Form 5, and from 5 I got 4 papers. Guys, imagine. And I was pregnant when I started. I delivered, then I went into the exam, and during that exam, during the break, I'll go back home to breastfeed my daughter was with my mother-in-law, and I'll come back, and I succeeded in getting 4 papers. Yes. I got 4 papers, and the 4 papers for me was not enough. I don't know if it's 4 or 5, but I think I got the exam, but I lacked English, and I needed that English because I wanted to do translation, either interpretation, translation, be a journalist in my career. So the next year I went to UPSIT. I registered that year, and A1, that is history, literature, and French. and I added again English of the of O level that I failed. I took that year 4 papers. That is 3 papers for opposite and O level English. I got all those, and that year I made it so well in the A level. Guys, did Jesus Christ not pay my school fees? Yes, he did. He used my husband to restore all the years that I lost. Yes, it was so painful. I used to hide when I was seeing my friends going to school. I used to be in pains. I used to cry. But I thank God because he kept me going. He kept me, what is that? He kept me going. Is it correct? English? Guys, I'm just trying with this English, yeah? God encouraged me, and at the end he did that. He restored the years that I lost. And in 2 years, what people are taking, let's say 7 years, let's say 14 years, if we start from primary school, what people are taking 14 years to get, God gave me in 2 years. I want to bless God. I hope this testimony, I hope what I went through will encourage somebody. We encourage someone as he's watching this video. Don't be discouraged, no matter what you are going through, no matter what difficulty you are going through. When I speak of encouragement, it's because I went through a lot of things. That's why I keep on telling people, don't be discouraged, be strong, no matter what is happening around you. You will not stay there, guys. With God, you don't stay stagnant. With God, you move ahead. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Please share with your loved ones, share with your friends. It's surely going to encourage somebody. God bless you. Bye.